Hello brick builders, how you doing today? Mr. Studs with our daily tip number 25. Last night I was contacted by a fellow member on Lego Collectors of Canada, Matthew Turton, and he was having an issue with a MOC he wants to build, in particular the walls. So I told him I would take a look at it and see what I could come up with for him. So I'm going to be describing 4 different types of walls you can build that are pretty simple and very effective. These are all from Flickr. None of them are my original design. I tweaked a couple here and there, but I will post all the links so that you can see the original posts on Flickr. So the one thing that we need when we're building a textured wall is at the bottom of these jumpers or the bottom of tiles. Let me get that focused in for you. So there, tiles, you can see that lip. And when you stack that lip, you just get the slight suggestion of a brick. And that's what we're looking for, a bricks and mortar kind of brick. So that is what you want to see when you're looking at that wall. It's going to give you a nice effect. And unlike these bricks that are, obviously printed or molded to be that way, if you look, that line is even more fine. But we want that kind of effect. So I'm going to get to the first one right away. And it is just those pieces. That's all you need for this. And I think in his MOC, in the MOC he wants to create or recreate, this is the system that they used. So the end result is this. You get a staggering of plates and you get that seam right there. So I'm going to show you how this is built, and it's really a simple. I'm going to tear a little bit more of this one apart so you see. Okay, so we take our corner plate, we add a tile, just a 1x2 tile, and we're going to take our 1x1 plate and put it on the end of that corner. And that is going to leave you a spot to put your next tile on, which you connect your corner plate and then your 1x1. And when you lock them all together, aha! I think I made a boo-boo here. I made a boo-boo. There we go. Let's take this one off. There we go, that fixed it up. Okay. It's the same thing. I just put it on the wrong layer. And that can happen. Right, there we go. We fixed that up. So then in the back, you have these columns, which you can use for, decorative purposes if you are building an interior. But that's going to give a lot of strength to that wall, even though it's a 1x wall. So there's that one. Next one is just these 2 parts. And they are connected like so. You just take the jumper, put it on the back. And then we have this type of brick, where we have the line, studs on top. When you connect them all together, you're going to overlap them, obviously. And this is what you're going to end up with. We have the seam along here, and we have the plates staggered. Of course, this is going to be a little bit stronger than this wall, and you're getting about the same effect, but you get more overlap with this one than with this one. Okay, next, this one is all just jumpers for the most part. So we're going to be taking jumpers and placing them one like the 2x2 jumper on top of the 1x1, and we're going to stagger them that way. So then this is going to be the end result for that, is you will have staggered seams. And I actually had the wrong jumpers here. I have the old style jumper without the little lip on the bottom, but even that, you get a nice kind of very subtle texturing effect. And at the top of that one, you're going to put some tiles. If you want to finish off your, pop that in there. But then we can get a really cool effect where, you know, the wall is broken away or something like that. And the only thing holding this all together is your bottom plate, because obviously there's no actual interconnection here. So this wall is not very good for actually building with. But if you're looking for just like a decor wall, that would be perfect for that, or a facade. The last one I played around with a bit to add in some more texture, and I took the brick molded 1x2s and laid them on their side to get an even rougher effect. Because if you look at brick buildings, you notice where that mortar is, it's always rough in there. Like, bricks aren't naturally smooth looking things. Like we have these kind of very smooth looking surfaces, but if we do this and we kind of stagger those, we get a really rough looking surface, and that is more akin to what an actual brick wall looks like. Plus, with this way, we can add in some different modeled effects and stuff like that. So this one is really easy. It is just that. We're just taking our 1x2 and putting a plate on the bottom. The original one had just smooth bricks. So we're building sideways here. And we lock that like so. And then you can put in your model brick wherever you want. Or if you just want a clean wall, you can do that, of course. And then we lock in our plate on the other side. So this is going to be good if you are, especially if you're building like a freestanding wall. This one will be fantastic for it. Okay, and then we get our, I don't know what these divider lines are called. These, maybe they're just called divider lines. But we'll get that in between each one so you can see the mortar. Anyway, so that's it. I hope those are helpful. I would suggest playing around with all of these designs and coming up with something that's going to work for your mock. I kind of prefer this one. This is my favorite. You see, even when you're getting the corner bricks not exactly lined up perfect, you're going to get more texture in there, and it is a really sturdy design. So I would say this one overall is probably the best. The more texture you can add, the better, in my opinion. So that's it for today. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked, subscribed, and shared. Please continue to do so. And just like every other video, I'm totally open to suggestions. If you have something that you want me to do, something that you want me to tackle, like for instance this with the mocks, you can contact us on Facebook, Instagram, or by email. Please consider supporting us making these videos on Patreon. Have a fantastic day. Keep dreaming in bricks. Bye-bye.